The Walking Dead, Dead City Season 2 premiere release date confirmed. And again, this is a IGN article here. And we'll read just a little bit of this one. The Walking Dead Dead City Season 2 has a premiere release date. And it is May 4th, 2025. So May 4th. It says IGN showed off a clip. So there is a clip. And I think it's the first minutes of Dead City Season 2 as well. I'm not sure if that was released with this or maybe a little bit before. But you can go ahead and watch the first minutes of Season 2 as well. And then, so we have some quotes and stuff from Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Lauren Cohen, of course, that, kind of talk about some of the stuff of their characters and all this stuff. And we do get a little quote from Gimple, which I thought was worth noting here. So it says, Gimple also discussed the conflict going into Season 2. There is no single big bad, he said. There's a lot of shifting as far as the power ranking for the season. It isn't all antagonistic. It's a little more complex like that. It's a little more political, and then we get kind of physical. So, I don't know. It's kind of a weird quote, right, from Gimple, but interesting nonetheless to learn that there's not really a big bad. And this makes sense from what kind of, at least for me, like what I've heard, what it just kind of reading the tea leaves, and obviously after Season 1 where we left off, it sounds very much like Negan is going to be playing this kind of anti-hero where we're going to see him, kind of the shades of Negan again, but I don't think he's going to go full Negan again, though I would kind of like that actually. But, it's going to be that kind of power dynamic, that struggle, right, for power with him, the Dama, and the Croat, right? And so I think it's going to be that kind of dynamic is going to play out a lot. And so I think that's what Gimple is hinting at here, that there's no single big bad. In the case of the Croat in Season 1, for example, I think it's just going to be the kind of dynamics there. And then obviously Maggie is going to factor in and, and have to, I guess rescue Negan. I guess that's the idea of what the season, has in store, what the story is. But there's 8 episodes, so it seems like there's going to be obviously more conflict than just Maggie going back to rescue Negan, which I'm also very optimistic about. I think it getting 8 episodes is a really great sign for AMC to give the show another couple episodes, whereas they only had 6 in Season 1. All the other spinoffs so far have only had 6 episodes. So I think them giving Dead City another 2 episodes to really go here, I think is a really good sign. Now again, maybe we just get 2 more episodes of filler and it was just a waste. Like, we don't know, but I do like that. I like that because I feel like that's been an issue in the other seasons of these spinoffs, definitely the ones who live. But we've had like pacing issues, right? Like, it feels like at times that it's not enough episodes. Sometimes it feels like too many because they are trying to, drag things out, and shouldn't really be a 6-episode story. And then, the ones who live is kind of like, yeah, this was like a 20-episode story condensed into 6. So it feels like they just haven't really found their way. And so something like this where we have 8 episodes, it feels a little more complete. And so hopefully they can flesh out a bigger story here, but not get too big. And so I don't know. Hopefully it's a good balance, of everything, and they give a couple more episodes here to Dead City. And, I honestly am pretty optimistic. This is probably the most optimistic I've been about a Walking Dead spinoff, like even more than the ones who live, I think. Honestly, for some reason, I'm kind of excited for this one. Obviously, being a huge Walking Dead fan, but I've went into all these spinoffs with like a little bit of cautiously optimistic, right? But no, I have really high hopes for this season. So if this season ends up being like Daryl Season 2, I'm going to be pretty disappointed. I'm going to be honest, because I do have high hopes for this one. So anyways, May 4th is the premiere date for Dead City. And I didn't even really go into that here, but yeah, premiere date May 4th. That is pretty good. I did think it would be in June, so I am happy that we're getting it a little sooner than what I thought. So we'll probably get this one in May, and then of course Daryl Season 3 sounds like it's on, everything's on schedule there, so we'll probably get that in September or October. And that'll probably be it for the Walking Dead shows this year. I have heard some rumors, at least around, that we are going to get another spinoff happening soon, that they are going to announce another spinoff, maybe at Comic-Con this year. So that's pretty cool. We'll have to see, what that is, what that ends up being, or if it's even true. Who knows? But yeah, so this year at least for 2025, Dead City in May, Daryl Dixon in the fall, yeah, we'll hopefully get all of our Walking Dead fill with these two shows. So May 4th is Dead City, and I'll definitely cover it on the channel in some way, shape, or form. I'll talk about and share my thoughts on that for sure. So stay tuned on the channel if you're interested in that.